Good morning. Good morning. Copycat. What's going on? How are you? Hello, everyone. I have a full day off today, and I'm going to enjoy the day to the fullest. I hope everybody's prepping. I know this much, it's getting really cold here. Yeah. Thank you, Copycat. Every day gets a little better. The knee has been acting up because of the weather change, but I'm just gonna keep on going, Just keep on going. I'm really glad that I did this with the gym. It's probably one of the best things I've ever done for myself is working out. Chin, boy, she's Zumba. But I'm not, my old knees, I don't think I could do Zumba. But working out is a good thing. And I don't know, what a mess, huh? This country. I don't even know what to say anymore about this country. I watch it, it makes me sick. It's really downright sad. But we all seen it coming. Carol. I'm working on it, Carol. I think the weightlifting thing has really just helped me so much. Like, it's been a huge thing, Carol. I guess this started when I got hurt at that other job, and it just keeps going better and better. Yeah, February is going to be a big month. If everything goes right, Copycat, we have a lot of steps left to get everything done. Hopefully, it'll all go smooth. I researched to make it as simple as possible for her to come over from February till June. Then I leave in June, and it'll be fun because we're gonna fly back to the Philippines together, and then I'll be in the Philippines for 2 weeks again. So we're just making it'll be like a honeymoon. It's gonna be more like us living together, which will be really cool. I think it'll be good for us to get to know each other more and more. Carol, how you been? I know you were sick, under the weather. We want it to be more like living together. Like, I told her, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. She's like, no. No hotels while she's here. I'm taking her to a cabin. Then we're planning the big event. So hopefully we're planning the big event. We want to take our time and do things the right way and also get to know each other more and more, which that's what's happening. My prepping journey is become quite different. One, I'm still prepping. My big thing this last month has been to prep up water. Even though I'm on city water, I'm concerned about, what if the water goes down? I learned a really good lesson while I was in the Philippines, The government could just turn off the water. That's what they do in the Philippines on pretty much a daily basis. You look like you got in a bar fight. Did you, Carol? Did you whoop some ass? I think that, prepping water is really important. Purification tabs, a way to purify it. Because in the Philippines, they just turn off the water. Yesterday, I was talking to her and they turned off the electric. And that's a common occurrence there. And it made me realize our government has total control over the water and the electric. So if they turn that stuff off, that That could be a bad one. I've been trying not to just have you all sit on the bike with me. I try to do 20 to 30 minutes on the bike because it kind of gets you going, gets you pumped up and ready. Yeah, or you could make one, Carol, if you can't afford it. Make you one. Making one is it's not that hard of feat to make one. You know, that's like not a hard thing at all. Got to wipe those germs off. They actually won't let you come in this gym unless you pick this up, which I think is a good thing, right? It is a good thing. Let me put on my glasses so I can read what you write. Nope, that's worse. Hold on, maybe I do need my glasses. Crap, I don't know. Maybe I need bigger writing on my phone. Maybe I'm getting old and blind. I don't know. Don't you? Yeah, you can make one. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you real quick and easy. Grab something to write with, Carol. If you can see, I mean, after being in a bar fight the way you were with 2 black eyes, I don't know. So 2 5-gallon buckets, some charcoal. Poke holes in the bottom of the top bucket. Pour your water in the top bucket, small holes, so that the water slowly goes down into the second bucket like gravity, right? And then put your charcoal in the top bucket. So as you pour your water in, it goes through the top bucket, into the second bucket, and going through the charcoal is gonna help purify it. And you could add other layers, like if you wanna add some pantyhose to get small debris out, a screen, things like that. But then your bottom bucket, you go to Home Depot and get the attachment, drill a hole, and it screws right in, put some silicone around it, right? And then you have your valve. It's really simple. If you don't want to get the valve, you could just do 5-gallon bucket to 5-gallon bucket and pour it in as well, which would be easy. I did get the Alexa Pure, and it's pretty much the same setup as a Berkey, except the filters are way cheaper. And I also have a Alexa Pure water pitcher that's in the refrigerator, and I have some water purification tabs, things like that. But it's really up to each of us as an individual, you know, what is the best system. What I do and will tell you is that, like, you definitely want to have some kind of water. Yeah, I did. I don't think did I make it on a live stream or a video maybe? I don't know. I was talking about, I know I talk a lot about water because, like, we can go without food for quite a while, but water is like huge. It's huge. And so that's like really important to do that. But water is like so important. And air, you know, people forget about prepping air. How do you prep air? A good mask. I don't know if we'll have the major catastrophe. We've had so many this last 3 years that it's just ridiculous, right? So it really depends on each of us how we do a prepping journey. It's 40 degrees there. It's cold here. I got the heater on, and it's kind of weird. I don't have a fireplace, so I'm missing that. I'm not missing hauling wood. Coconut water is best, yeah. I don't know. I think, you know, having a good mask is important, and being able to have some kind of safe room. There's so many things to prepping. Like, we could talk all day and all night, but my biggest thing right now is to prep my health. My smoking's doing better, but I haven't quit. I love coconut water. One more rep of this, and then I'm gonna do some other arm ones today. Hey, what's up? Linda K. Hey, what's going on? Linda K. Linda K. I know your name. I think I know your name. So many people change their YouTube names, it's hard to keep up. But I don't know, it's like really important. Oh, get out of town. Obviously, you haven't been here a while. There is no dragonflies in my life. Oh, well, there's the butterflies that fly around. That's it. Or you do, it's the same. Let me see. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Your name sounds familiar, but I'm not sure who you are. It's the same. Well, then obviously you haven't been on the channel in a long time. Yeah, you missed a lot. Nasima KP. Hi, 143 meaning. What do you mean by that? I don't know what you mean by that. Yeah, Linda, it's been a long time if you haven't been on here. That is gone and done and over. I'm engaged to a beautiful woman from the Philippines. I just got back from the Philippines about, what have I been back? Copycat Lake. I think it's been about over a month. I helped you prep. That's good. That's good. I'm glad. We all need to keep prepping. My prepping journey and this channel has taken quite a different toll, different direction. I don't really do the news anymore. Too much controversy, too many lies, and it's hard to decipher the lies and the truth. And I would rather bring people real prepping in the real world, what we can really do to make a difference. Because, you know, we can get news. I don't even have to say it, I am happy. We can get news anywhere, right? We can. The thing is this. When we're getting told the news, be it if it's by me or someone else, what do we know? What do we really know? And so I think it's more important for each and every one of us to prep the things that we can to prepare for a hard time. You know, when I lost my corporate job, I mean, I'll be honest, I had money saved, I had my bills paid, my car paid off, and I had a hard time. That's prepping in the real world. Things that will directly affect us. We can't change the Republican or the Democratic Party, because if I could, I'd throw them both out by their head. I'd throw them out. Rare Bond, what's up? I would throw them both out because they don't represent the people of America. They don't represent the veterans, the disabled, the people on disability or Social Security. They don't represent us like that anymore. And they haven't in a long time. I mean, I still talk politics because it's part of this country. But this country is a damn shame. When we have, for example, we have football players, right? We have football players, multi-million-dollar contracts, but they are so disgraceful to this country and so dishonoring to this country that they won't stand for the American flag. My granddad, he laid his life on the line during WW2. Me personally, I was in the Navy. And you know what? Until we get back to the right way, it's all gonna be wrong. Until we stand as Americans shoulder to shoulder to fight the overreach, the bullshit, the lies, the manipulation, the lobbyists, it will always be for the rich man, and the middle class and the poor will get poorer and poorer. That's what we need to prep for, because they don't give a rat's ass about you or me. They really don't. Wow. And that's what I'm saying. I'm still fighting for my VA benefits. Why should I get VA benefits? Somebody says, you're healthy, OTWP. You're this and you're that. Well, maybe because I went and joined the service. I got PTSD from the service. I got hit by a tow tractor in the service. I almost got my head sucked up at F-14 in the service. I gave what I could, and I'm still paying for it 20 some years later. Why do they owe me? Maybe so they could fix my knee they jacked up in the first place. It wasn't my fault, it was theirs. Maybe so I could get a hearing aid that they pay for because they damaged my hearing from improper training. You know? Love you too. And well, and so many deserve respect. Linda, we have so many people on the streets around this country. Good people, men and women that have worked so hard. We are the warriors of America recovery. This is not some TV movie type war. No, you're right. This is the real deal. And real people are getting injured, Rarebon. Real people are suffering. You know what? In the United States right now, we have more people in food lines than anywhere. You know, yes, there's poverty in the Philippines. They eat day to day. They don't have refrigeration. But here in the United States, our way of living is getting put to shambles because they put the rich man in front of the people. And it's time for the American people to take back our country. How we do that, hell, I don't know. I really don't know at this point because we're in a sad state. As many of you know that have been on the channel the last few months, I am now working at a treatment center. And I'm dealing with people that come out of DOC and people that are on parole, probation, and getting ready to get off paper. And we're trying to bring them back into the community as a productive citizen. I've seen more bullshit in the last month than you could ever imagine. Young kids getting hooked on fentanyl. Where is the fentanyl coming from? Where? Tell me. It's coming straight across the southern border. It's been it's like willing and dealing to bring it in. And who's it hurting and who's it killing? Our kids, our next generation that have become very lazy and complacent. And honestly, the laziness in this country is sickening. We don't even know what poor is. Go visit Mexico, go visit Jamaica, go to the Philippines and see what it's really like to be poor. They don't get handed a debit card. And if you go and you don't have food, oh well, they'll just let you die. We have a generation, over generations, decades of this has been going on with our welfare system that is draining this country. I'm not saying that people don't need a hand. I'm not saying that people shouldn't have an opportunity to get help, but it shouldn't become a generational thing where, oh, my granddad did it, my mom did it, now I'm doing it. And I'm gonna keep torquing out babies because they're paid for by the American taxpayer, just like the southern border. It's bullshit. It's got to stop. And if it doesn't stop, this country, which we're headed for right now, is going to go belly up. Just saying. Just saying. And when it does, oh, I don't know if I can do one-armed ones. Let me see if I can find somewhere to sit, y'all. I got to keep going on my workout. If we don't stop it, I can't see your comments for a minute. Hold on. I only do 20. 10. I only do 20. 6. This one hurts. 8. My back's been hurting. 9. 10. I got on a rant. Yeah, and you should be proud of them. But should they get treated like dirt? Just saying. Just saying. Should American citizens that have served in the military get treated like dirt? That's the bottom line. You know, it's a sad day in America when you see moms and dads that can't afford to feed their kids, and both of them are working a job, and they go stand in a food line. That's where we're at. And I think with the news coming out of China and them dumping the treasury bonds in quicker than quick, right now there's a surge in the US dollar. But how long will that last? Because they're going to dump all those treasury bonds and this country's going to crumble at its core. And that's when we're going to realize, and it may be too late for people. You know, if you don't prep for real world prepping, it can throw you in a real mess. Linda, you're right. You're right. There shouldn't also, okay, I mean, for example, I fought at first to get my disability for VA. And then I gave up because it was so much red tape. Then it's been 3 years that I'm fighting again. Well, now I just took it another step and hired an attorney because the attorney told me what I should get and why I should get it, and that he doesn't want any money until it's settled, and he's thinking 6 months to a year. I'm on a 3-year plan. I'm not abandoning the United States, but my plan is to move to the Philippines. It's a whole different life there. And they're living a real prepping life there. Hey, SLV. They're living a real prepping life there. Tin wants to come here, and she'll be here with me for 3-4 years. Then we'll decide if we're going there, if we want to stay here. But if things don't really change in the United States, I would rather be in the Philippines where I can get fresh fish. The backyard there at the house in the Philippines, we have papaya, coconut real close, lemongrass, lime trees, sweet potatoes growing wild. And we really could sustain ourselves off of fruit and vegetables. And then you have the ocean that's so close that you could eat fish. I wouldn't recommend that fish be your only diet because it takes like 16 fish of a decent size, like 1.5 to 2.5 pounds, to be able to sustain yourself on a fish diet. So that's hard to do on a daily basis. But you can raise chickens. They have a great market where you can go get chicken, seafood, pork, all those things. I really think that, yeah. Well, we need term limits. We need new blood, literally new blood, inside of our government. And we need to quit selling out, if it's even possible to bring the reins back in at this point, of how we've sold out the United States. We've sold out production, manufacturing, everything overseas. I mean, really. There's Fugaban in the Philippines. Fugaban. That's you. Carolyn. Is there a lot of them, Carol, in the Philippines? I'm glad I opened up the live stream this morning. I've been wanting to have preppers trivia. I just haven't had time. Yesterday, I ended up working 3.5 hours overtime. I'm really not down for overtime. I like to have balance in my life, and doing overtime doesn't provide you balance. But I'm on a mission right now, and I took off for what? I didn't work for like 3-4 months, which is crazy. So now I just do YouTube for fun and entertainment, and to keep on prepping and keep bringing real world prepping to y'all. That's what I do it for. And to show you what real world prepping is about, which is health. Is, you know, that's one thing I have to laugh at preppers about, and I'm gonna say it. So many preppers, including myself a few years ago, we would talk all this prepping shit, but what's one of the biggest preps you should do? Health. You have relatives there you haven't met. That's cool. Hello. Tanya D, what's up? You know, a lot of preppers, they talk all this shit. Do this, do that, do this, do that. But what about leading by example? What about really, truly showing what you're doing? From food preps to water to demos to bushcrafting to foraging to getting healthy. And I think being healthy is probably one of the best things we can do for ourselves, because all the gear and all that shit is gonna break down. The skills and being healthy is gonna be really, really important. And 3 years ago, I didn't bring health because I was very unhealthy. My back hurt, my knee hurt, I was overweight, I was depressed, and the only one that can change that is us. We're the only ones that can change it. I can sit here on YouTube and tell you, hey, I'm doing this, or you need to do this. But if you don't take the action steps and put your own boots on the ground, one foot in front of the other, you're gonna set at a standstill. Even if you're disabled or elderly, you can still do something. Be it if it's taking a walk, jogging, lifting weights, going for a low impact exercise like swimming, you know, swim in the ocean, the beach, the lakes, the pool, wherever you gotta be. But getting healthy is like really important. Yeah, I have. I haven't really done it to lose weight, but I've also changed the way I eat. I used to always, I have a sweet tooth. Y'all probably know that. So I've really changed my diet. My biggest meal of the day is breakfast. And then I eat every night I eat a salad for dinner now. That's my new thing. Salad with lots of vegetables. I don't drink a lot of soda. It's a rare treat if I go get a Dr. Pepper, which I used to be a Dr. Pepper-aholic. I mostly drink water and iced tea. So I've changed the way I look at food. Food is for energy, not for comfort. Does that make sense? Yeah, but food is honestly for energy, not for comfort. And in the United States, we have switched that. It's convenient, zoom into McDonald's. Oh, it's convenient, zoom over to Pizza Hut. Instead of, we're using that food for energy, not for comfort, not for the easy, quick fix. Even when I do go eat at the gas station on the way to work, but I eat their baked chicken, right? I eat baked chicken. They say, do you want French fries? No. They usually have green beans or corn. So that's what I eat. Do you want mashed potatoes? No. So one big thing that I've started using in my preps is rice. There are so many things you can do with rice that it's, you know, that's pretty cool too. Linda, stop it already. Okay, I'm gonna go back on the bike for about 15. If anybody has any questions, you can put them all in capitals. Any questions about prepping? Any questions about like just what you feel is happening? Any comments? And the other thing too is that I noticed that the more I drink water, somebody said they think I lost 10 years because all these wrinkles are disappearing, which is pretty freaking cool. I don't believe I can turn back time, right? But copycat. Linda K, glad to see you. Glad you're back. I don't know how much weight I've lost. I haven't really kept track since I started on this journey because I really don't care about the weight. I'll always have a fat gut, but I don't really care about the weight. Smash the thumbs, please. If y'all would do that, that'd be great. It is, it's gonna be in the 60s today. So I hope everybody keeps prepping. I hope that you pay attention to what's going on and realize that our individual actions cannot change what's going to happen in the government. But what we can do is change our attitudes, keep prepping. Skills are the biggest thing. Skills are so important. And don't give up. no matter what. No matter what curveball gets thrown at you, just keep on going. I'll tell you what the perfect weather is for me, copycat, is warm, tropical, hot weather. When I was in the Philippines, I think I probably sweat. It was like a sweat lodge. It was like a sweat lodge, but it felt good. And when you sweat, you get all those impurities out of your body, you know? Cat, thank you. My job, you know, I get super excited about things, and I really like this job. I really like it. I'm dealing with some very interesting people that deserve a second chance, and some people that have been labeled so bad from things they've done that it's going to be very hard for them to come back out into society. I met a girl at the treatment center, and of course I'm not going to say her name, but I'm going to tell you a little bit about her story. She's only 25, y'all. She served 2 years in the penitentiary. She learned a hard life lesson. That is so sad. That is so sad. She got a DUI, and she got manslaughter. She actually wrecked the car that she was driving and killed one of her own family members. And when you hear stories like this, that are real life stories from the person standing in front of you, it touches your heart. And you realize, like with her, when she was telling me the story about what happened to her and about her going to prison for 2 years as a 22-year-old female that hadn't been out in life much, it's heart-wrenching. And the sad thing is that life lesson will stay with her the rest of her life, forever. And to take one of your own family members and have your family still stand beside you, that's a real mag. That's a real mag. And some of these people that are in there, it could be me or you. That one stupid time you get behind the wheel because you had too many beers. That one time you weren't paying attention and you hurt someone. And she's the most beautiful spirit that you've ever met. And yesterday, while I'm in the control center, I control about 60 cameras in one building when I'm in that position. So a girl comes to the window, and she has a big over the internet trial thing about getting her kids back. And we prayed at the window together. So this job is definitely touching my heart. And this job is definitely, I've had people hug me, I've prayed with them, I've cried with them. And every day, you learn more and more about these people that just one thing went wrong. And what it brings me back to is prepping. Now, one day when things go wrong, where will you be and what will you be doing and will you be ready? Financially, health-wise, if there's a devastating loss in your life. I think the most important thing that we can do is to be the love, light, and hope for everyone. To take the time to talk to younger people than us, no matter what your age. Share your life stories, because your life story may rescue or save somebody. See, I believe that angels walk among us because many of you on this channel are angels. And many of you don't even realize how important you are to someone else by telling your story. So you got to stay focused, and you got to keep prepping. And when God tugs at your heart to pray with someone or talk to someone, do it. Don't hesitate. Don't lash out at people in anger. Don't retaliate against people that hate you. Learn to take the higher road. And that's hard sometimes, very hard. I know from personal experience. I hope that this day, that each one of you leave here with something good on your mind and something good in your heart, and that you continue to walk in faith, light, love, and hope. This is OTWP. I'm gonna finish my workout and go home and eat a big breakfast and take Trooper to the dog park. So I hope that you all know I love you and care about you. Big, huge prepper hugs from here in Colorado. Until I see you again, my friends. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other.